we welcome to the show Nabil Elouahabi. How's it going?
Very well, thank you very much. Very well indeed, yeah.
So, Only Fools and Horses fans will know you as the part of Gary. Indeed. How did you first get the role?
Well, it was one of those situations. I just went in for a regular casting. Obviously I knew it was for a Christmas special, and I knew that it was for, the kind of guest lead for that episode, despite the fact that he only had one word to say. It was made very clear that they wanted somebody who wouldn't be intimidated by a live studio audience recording, which is what we did, as well as somebody, who could, who had some acting chops, because it's just one word. So I went in for it, and it went really well. And then there was a funny kind of story to this, because I was filming something else at the same time. And it was going to work perfectly, there were no problems, and then suddenly I got a call from my agent saying, I'm afraid it's not going to work out, because one of the days clashes. Originally, the stuff that was going to be shot, there was going to be, all the stuff in France was going to be shot in France. And so I was very dejected, as you can imagine. And then I got a lovely call back saying, well, it's your lucky day. Sutherland really wants you, and he's edited the scene so that you don't need to be there. So congratulations. So that's how I got it.
Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, yeah, you must have been you must have been gutted, as you said, because you thought, oh, I'd miss out. But
yeah. I mean, the thing is, in general, you just try to. It's really hard, but especially at that part of my career, which was at the beginning of my career. Of course, you really take things to heart, and you want things to be the way they are. As you get older, you realize, you can only control what you can do. There's no point getting too stressed about stuff that you have no control over. So, yes, a short answer was yes. I was pretty stressed out at the time, and I was really gutted. But like I said, it all worked out in the end. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're very happy about that, because that's a fantastic scene. And do people still recognise you in the street?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm actually doing a show at the moment in the West End called Oslo, and there's still, and people still come up, at stage door with photographs of Gary to sign. It's still very much on the radar.
Oh, that's great. So how long?
I still do conventions as well. I do the odd convention for, with all the other guys. Occasionally call me and say, yeah, he's definitely a very popular character. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah, it's such a hilarious scene, isn't it? I mean,
good episode, strong episode.
What was it like working with a live studio audience? That must help you as an actor, I imagine.
Well, luckily for me, again, I mean, I think one of the reasons why they brought me in and were keen on somebody like me is, even at that point, I'd had quite a lot of experience on stage, so I wasn't intimidated. I mean, I'd just come back from doing, a tour, a National Theatre tour. I was used to big performance spaces. And also I had I was beginning to have a strong TV resume as well. So it was all, all the stars were aligning for me. So that, for me it was great. I love a live studio audience. I love live theatre. In the same breath, I also love, TV. So it was great. It was cushy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly.
So, what can you tell us about your play that you're in at the moment in London?
Right, so this is a play that I would seriously recommend to anybody. It's a political thriller. It's called Oslo. It's an award-winning play. It was a huge success in the US, in New York, and won this year's Tony for Best New Play. This is a remount, different cast, led by Toby Stevens, Lydia Leonard, and Peter Polycarpou. It's the true story of the secret negotiations between the PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization, and Israel in 1993.
So quite heavy stuff there.
Well, this is my next sentence. It's very funny. It's really funny.
Oh, great.
So it's really funny, and it deals with some real serious subject matter, but it's not a hard sell, because it's a great show, and everybody who I've invited to come along, I mean, I genuinely haven't heard one negative critique of it. It's a really well put together piece of work, so I feel really, really pleased to be part of it. So I'm on this until December the 30th.
And remind us what theatre?
It's called at the Harold Pinter Theatre, which is where we're conducting this interview from right now. I'm just sat in my changing room.
Well, it's been lovely to have you on the show, and before you go, you know what I'm going to ask you.
Well, here's the thing.
Your Gary impression.
Yes, you can certainly find Gary on Twitter at actor Nabil, Nabil. Should anybody wish to follow me and keep abreast of what's going on, and should they decide to follow me, I'll give them a Gary.
Oh, well. I expect you'll get thousands of followers.
No problem. Good talking to you, Chris, and I wish you all the best.
Yeah, you too. Good luck with your theatre production.
Thank you very much.